I want to show you my garage setup here and something that's going to be changing. This is just some patio furniture that I got to put together. I did quite a bit of work out here. This is a little table saw, skill miter saw, a little workbench there, some tools. But what I want to change is over here. This is in the little one-car garage. Just got some shelf up there. This is the old Craftsman I bought in 2000, and look, back in 2000, roller ball bearings was a big thing on these cheaper toolboxes. This right here is what I want to get rid of. This is that cheap little plastic shelving unit. I clean it out about every 6 months or so, and it always comes back looking like this. I've got about 62 inches between the gun safe and the toolbox. So Best Buy had a special of the day, some storage cabinets. So that's going to be in a couple of days, and when it does, I'll bring it back out here. We'll take a look at what it is and what it looks like. Okay, so here it is. It's the Gladiator 48-inch wide, ready to assemble. Now I had, Lowe's had free assembly, so I just had them assemble it, and they brought it here. I'm noticing a couple of things with the Lowe's free assembly. You can see here it shows where a screw goes. They didn't put any screws in the middle. I guess they just didn't feel like to put one here and one on the bottom, and all of these where the tabs are, they skipped. So I guess they just didn't feel like doing it, and they just threw the screws away. So now I have to match these screws. Okay, so luckily I got an assortment of these little machine screws, and this one fits it. So I'll get at it. Okay, so I got this thing in place where it goes, but of course I got a slope to my floor here. And we'll look at the tough built level here. You can tell I'm about a quarter of a bubble off. That's perfect scenario for this Viking arm here. So let's get it level. Okay, so that Viking arm did a great job. Man, I tell you, that thing is nice to have. It looks like it's perfectly level now. Now, let's check it from front to back. It looks like, I mean, it's dead on. So we're good. I tell you, I'm impressed with this Gladiator 48-inch wide, 72-inch tall cabinet. I was going to screw it to the wall back here, but man, when I try to move this, it's solid. I mean, you can pull it up, but it's level and it's solid right now. So I think all I'm going to do is load it up. Now, what I did notice, the magnets are on this side of the door. This door just fits in. This door just fits in like this, and the magnets on this door keep it closed, the right door. I did notice there's some holes here for the magnets. I don't know if they just skipped these, being lazy again. I don't know, but it holds well enough for now. I could always buy some magnets if I need them to put there. So this cabinet is 1, 2, 3. It's got 3 shelves, which is 4 openings here, counting the bottom. And I think it's rated for 50 pounds per shelf, which I'm gonna have to check that. It could be even more than 50 pounds. I've seen people load these things full of Milwaukee tools and they still hold up fine. So let me get to loading it, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so that made a little difference. Also got a little wire shelf here on the side, 12 inch. I had a 12-inch gap between these two because I tell you, I ordered two 30-inch Husky cabinets from Home Depot. And they were the welded, you know, they didn't have to put them together. Heavy duty, welded, paid for them. They were going to be delivered. They lost them in shipment. I mean, two 30-inch by 72-inch boxes they lost. So I ended up buying this Gladiator. This is a 48-inch wide Gladiator. Saved myself quite a bit of money, too. So, and you know what? It's out here in the third car garage where I don't need that much. So this is what's on the inside so far. I mean, I just started. I got plenty to put in here. I got this sustainer here with some electrical stuff in it. These are all of my Eaton breakers that keep failing in my panel. So they sent me 9 of them out. So I just replace them every couple of months until I go all over to those. Here I got my rigid tool. This is my MCT Blackout. This has got most all my hand tools that I'll need in here. These are all my rigid brushless tools. And if you'll see, I got these little magnetic hooks back here that are just holding these up. And I put some more on the side here. And what I found with these little hooks, they'll slide down, you know, over time. But if you'll just take some of this right here, this double stick tape, and put back here, the force of that magnet forces the tape against here, and of course the magnet just sandwiches everything, and I mean they're just rock solid after you do that on all of these, even these larger ones here. So down here I've just got you know, some straps. I got an extra smoke detector. There's my Metabo skill saw. Down here I got a couple of, this is my Ryobi I think it's a 1 gallon 18 volt compressor, 1 gallon. There's my Pyramate compressor. I got a backpack there, and I got a lot of these hooks that I didn't use, but I just put them in here because I'm sure I'll be using them sooner or later. So so that's it right now. I did check the lock. The lock works great. I tell you, this thing pretty solid. I was shocked at how solid it was. I wasn't expecting it to be. I think it was $429, free delivery and free assembly. And I mean, it came in undamaged. Of course, I had to add some screws that you saw. And I just put a couple extra hooks here. I got another hook here with my most used screwdriver. I don't have to open this box up to get to it. So that's it, guys. That's the Gladiator 48-inch by 72-inch. For the money, I really like it. I saved $300 or $400 over those other Huskies that were on order. So kind of glad they got lost. See you guys.